What is good? What is good, YouTube? We are back. OEM Plus YouTube channel, where I'm the most unenthusiastic car enthusiast. Today's video is, so I just installed the coilovers. They've been great. I got the car aligned, been tweaking some things, and just, kind of going through the motions, getting the suspension the way I would like it. So today's video is going to be a driving impression video and just kind of talk to you guys through some of the process, things to expect, things to look out for, and how it feels compared to stock, how it feels compared to AST springs, which I had first, and of course how it feels compared to all three, including the airbags that I recently took off and put these on for. So that's what this video is going to be about. Try to find some decent roads, and hopefully you guys can kind of see what it looks like and how it handles, and yeah, man, we just talk through it. So that's pretty much it. Let's get this cold start and annoy my neighbors, because I'm in the garage. And yeah, valve controller must have. I never know which one is open, which one is closed. I think that's closed. Let's see. Cold start. And that's how you sync the audio. Two different cameras. All right, let's get the hell out of the garage and get this show on the road. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's Friday, I'm off. It's Veterans Day, which is cool. And yeah, what a time to be alive. So yeah, man, hope you guys like the unboxing and install videos. Those are fun. I like to try to show you guys as much as possible. I do these things myself for the most part, and it's not perfect, never is with me, but you guys see it and you guys can understand maybe my frustrations at times, and all that stuff. So hope you guys enjoy it. I appreciate the support, the questions, the comments, the subscribers, all of that, man. It's been a fun ride. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So AST suspension. First thing I want to start out with is, first I want to give a huge shout out to the people that made it happen. District Performance. They supplied me with the goods. I bought it with them. Got the best price possible. Let me know if you're looking. I can definitely set that up for you. And then also AST Moton, the company itself. Even when I was initially inquiring about it, I spoke with the guys online, through Instagram, and, Cohen, he reached back to me and, sent me, told me to send an email, and, they were just awesome. Like, if I had a question, they were answering it. They were super informative. They helped me make a decision on whether I wanted to go with the competition or the street series. The difference between those two is the competition that turns the rear to the true coilover, which you guys saw, and then also has the camber plates slash top mounts all the way around. So it makes it a little bit easier to install and adjustability, full adjustability. So I went with the competition, obviously. And then when I was, dialing everything in and I had questions, I spoke with one of their engineers there via email, and then also through Instagram. He followed me on Instagram, and he was just like extremely helpful. And that's awesome, man. You don't really get that type of support a lot of times with when you buy stuff, especially with these type of cars, especially I don't know, you just don't get that type of support. I can't see anybody just reaching out to a company that specializes in like these track builds, and especially when SEMA was happening at the same time, and they were willing and able to answer all my questions and help me get this thing dialed in. So after the install, like I said, check that video out. After the install, I made some adjustments. The springs settled, so I got the height where I wanted it to be. I'll show you guys that, maybe like a B-roll or something like that. Got the height where I wanted it to be. And so I'm pretty much 26.5 inches from the floor. So the top of my wheel arches are 26.5 inches all the way around, which I think is perfect. It is a little lower than, maybe some. And with that, with the car being lower, you have to run the suspension a little bit stiffer, because of you'll get a little bit of noise from the helper spring if it's too soft and too bouncy. And that's what I learned, going through the whole process. So I'm at about 5 clicks, so right in the middle of dampening all the way around. No, 5 clicks up front, I think 4 in the back. I'm going to probably adjust that just because I feel like it is a little bit, like I want it to be a little bit stiffer back there. I'm on Florida roads, so the roads aren't too bad. So I can run it a little stiffer without it being much of a big deal. And so, yeah, so that was a big thing. Super easy to adjust. Super easy to adjust, and just the ride comfort is amazing. So yeah, I got my alignment done yesterday and was like, you know what, let's go ahead and get this driving impression done, because I know my alignment was all kinds of crazy from when I did the install. I was banging shit and just, it was bad. But either way, alignment's good. And yeah, here we are, cruising around. So let's talk about comfort. Are these coilovers comfortable compared to, the other suspension setups out there? I would say they are very comfortable. They are comparable to stock as far as like just the comfort, as far as like the everyday driving around, kind of cruising along. Very, very comfortable. Of course you hit a bump, the rebound isn't as, forgiving, I guess. But yeah, I think they're amazing as far as comfort wise. And then once you go and like you get into a turn, it's like this thing is hooks, man. Like it's another experience. Like I've had coilovers on other cars. I had coilovers on, my Evo 10 had BC coilovers on there. I had, I had bags on my G37, coilovers on like my R32 when I lived in Japan, STI and all that stuff when I lived in Japan. I think I forgot what coilovers were on there, maybe HKS. But these are next level. I mean, goodness gracious, it's crazy. And hopefully you'll see as I try to find this little back road, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But, you know, I mean, you talk about, it just instills so much confidence as a driver with the car. And as long as you got, you know, your traction control and everything like that dialed in to where you like it, and you got some decent tires, some good tires, this thing would definitely hook in a corner. And I love it. I love that about this suspension. I think, yeah, I don't know, like comparing it. First, let's compare it to airbags. You know, compared to airbags, it's night and day. Airbags on this car, specifically the setup that I had, it just didn't do it justice. It's not like it wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't how I wanted to drive, especially now that I'm sitting more upright because of the roll cage and I have a manual. I just didn't want to ride like that. So the air suspension had to go. Looked good. It was fun. I got to do it. I wanted to have a bag BMW on BBSs. That was my goal, and I did it. So check that box. And now we're getting to this, this track setup. You know, I wouldn't say track setup. I would say aggressive street setup. Oof. Although these coilovers are designed for track use, like these are, true one-way coilovers. They are, with the way that they constructed the top mount and the camber plate with I think it's like a uniball maybe or something like that. They are designed for track. These coilovers pretty much tighten your overall suspension so much. It's insane. So these are track coilovers. I'm not on the track. I'm on the street right now. But to be on the street, they ride really, really well. And that was my goal. Like, I wanted something that I could grow into. I didn't want to get something where I would have to or want to upgrade later on down the road. So, that's why I didn't do, any other coilovers, because one, a lot of them don't go as low as I would like it to go. And then two, I just felt that I would have to get camber plates and and, kind of build them up to be, where I want it to be as far as, maybe a track build. But yeah, this thing is crazy. But, so yeah, that's why I went with these. Spend the extra money, do it right this time, and not have to go back and do it again. But I would say, and this is what I'm gonna have to do here soon. I'm gonna have to replace my tie rods, the tie rod ends. I'm gonna get the SPL ones because, once you start lowering your car, tightening up the overall suspension, it puts a lot of stress on the tie rods, and mine on the front left is stressed the fuck out. It's stressed out. So I want to get something where I can run, push the car and, feel a little bit more comfortable doing so. So I'm going to get those and have those put on. And of course, I'll give you guys a driving impression of those as well. So I won't really push too hard in any corners or anything like that, but we'll see. Let's see what else. What else is there to say about AST Moton suspension? So we got company-wise, amazing company. Great customer service, engaging customer service. Like, holy hell, you know, they're out in the Netherlands. All right, this is my rant. America, you fucking American companies, get your shit together, because there's no way that a company in another time zone across the Atlantic is more responsive to an individual's emails, DMs, or whatever than you guys, and you guys are maybe 3 hours ahead or behind or something like that. Like, that's just unacceptable. I've had this experience with multiple companies in different countries. When I had my Edelweiss wheels, talking with those guys, they were awesome, and they're in Germany. These guys are in the Netherlands. They're awesome, and they reach out and they reach back, and I'm like, what the hell, man? So you guys need to get it together. So yeah, company-wise, so this guy's just gonna go really slow. Ride quality compared to, so let's rank. I'll rank my suspension setups that I had as far as performance, ride quality, everything. This is, of course, this is number one by far, without a doubt. It's a crazy setup. And next up would be, I would say stock, just because of, you know, I was able to use all of my electronic dampening and all that stuff. So that was cool. And, you know, this car drove pretty well out the gate. AST springs, they were good. They rode just like stock, just lower, which is great. You know, that says a lot for the, you know, the spring rates and, you know, the company as a whole. So that was good. And then, of course, you know, the bag would be last in that setup. So I hope you guys can kind of see how the car is responding to, you know, little bumps here and there, nothing too crazy. So I let this car go up so I can, you know, stretch out in the corner or something. And, you know, you can feel, you know, feel the bumps. You can feel the road. Like, you get a little bit of road noise, like that's expected. Like I said, these are track coilovers. These are not the street versions. If you want complete comfort and, you know, pretty much a really good suspension, then I would go with the street versions of these that uses the same top mounts from stock. But, you know, if you want a car that you can just plan on the track, go over curbs the right way on the track, this is what you want, without a doubt. All right, so we got a little turn up here. Let me see if this. So yeah, get a little bit of noise on those bigger bumps. I did hear a little bit. Just like I said, I think it's just the top mounts and things of that nature. I can probably adjust the dampening again. It's all tweaking. The good thing about it is the dampening is at the bottom. So it's just reaching around the tire if you can. Maybe just put it up on the, you know, put a jack underneath there real quick, pop it up. A few clicks. It's 10 clicks, 10 prominent clicks. So once you change it, like, you will feel it. You don't have to, like, you know, use a stethoscope to see if you're actually making changes to your dampening, which is also great. And one click goes a long way. You know, you do one click, that's a different driving experience. So yeah. I mean, this car is the suspension is insane. I mean, it's just super responsive. I love it, man. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't want to drag this video out as long as, longer than it needs to be. This is, like, again, you're on my channel, right? I'm not the most enthusiastic car enthusiast. That's just who I am. But I wish I could be like some of these cartoonish YouTubers and, go all crazy and all that other stuff to really, let you guys know just how insane this car is now with this suspension on. Like, I drove my girl in and she was like, oh my God, like, it feels like a different car. It feels like a totally different car. Like, it's just stupid. So, super, super happy with it. I can't wait to just, continue to, do my mods and make it how I want to make it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I am gonna go more towards, the driving experience. So whether, after the tie rod ends and things of that nature, I'll start, dabbling into other things to kind of enhance the driving experience. And yeah, make it does what it do. So yeah, I'm going to take it on back home. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it, answered some questions you might have had. And I hope that, you guys can, there's other options out there as opposed to, some of the most commonly ones, the KWV3s, the Olins. All great, all great suspensions. But, you do have other options with this AST Moton suspension setup. And I think, it's worth all the consideration. It's an amazing suspension setup. It's an amazing support company to just associate with. Just off that alone, like, I'm good. And I'm big on that. I'm so big on company support, especially when you're, spending that amount of money on a part. And, they're just all about it, man. They're just all about helping. I don't have a big following. They're not like, oh yeah, you're this, you're that. So yeah, we're going to answer you. They still answer me. They treat me like I had my car in SEMA, and they just, it was all love. So that was great. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day and keep being great. Feel free to do what you guys do on YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. Drop down any questions you have. I will answer them. And yeah, man, just keep building out these cars. Keep it OEM plus, and see you guys on the next one.